Welcome to Roots and Roasts, the place where plants thrive and people grow. And today, we're not just caring for any plant, we're stepping into the presence of a legend. This is the Philodendron spiritus-sancti, a plant so rare it's been called the holy grail of aroids. A living sculpture of the rainforest, with slender pendant leaves that seem to float like spirits in the air. If you just received one, or dream of owning one, you're in the right place. In this episode, we'll show you exactly how to help this sacred plant not just survive, but truly thrive in your care. Let's talk about where this treasure comes from, because understanding its origin is the first step to honoring its care. The Philodendron spiritus-sancti is native to a single, shrinking stretch of Atlantic rainforest in the Brazilian state of Espírito Santo. Its name literally translates to Holy Spirit. In the wild, there are believed to be fewer than a dozen mature plants left. Let that sink in, a dozen. That's why this isn't just a rare philodendron. It's a conservation icon. It's an epiphytic climber, meaning it grows by anchoring itself to trees, not soil, relying on humidity, filtered light, and airflow to survive. Indoors, it becomes a graceful, slow-growing vine, producing long, slender leaves that can stretch up to 30 inches when mature, swaying gently like satin ribbons. Light is everything for this one. The Philodendron spiritus-sancti evolved under tall forest canopies, which means it craves bright, indirect light, but absolutely no direct sun. Position it near an east or north-facing window where it gets light without heat. If your space runs dim, don't guess, grow it right. We've linked our favorite full-spectrum grow lights from our Lowe's Creator storefront, tested and approved by us. They're sleek, reliable, and they'll help your rare philodendron thrive year-round. When it comes to Philodendron spiritus-sancti, water is a tool, not a routine. 4 6 to 8 inch containers. Let the top 2 inches of soil dry out before watering again. It's not about the day of the week. It's about reading the plant. That's where a moisture meter comes in, one of our must-haves from the Roots and Roasts Lowe's storefront. Pour slowly, and only until water runs through the bottom. Never let this plant sit in standing water. That's how roots suffocate. Now let's talk humidity, because this plant needs it. It naturally grows in 70% plus humidity. Indoors, we recommend staying between 65 and 85%. That means no dry drafts, no AC vents, and yes, probably a humidifier. Let me be clear. Philodendron spiritus-sancti will not tolerate poor drainage. This is not a set-it-and-forget-it houseplant. In the wild, it anchors to trees and grows epiphytically, meaning it's never sitting in compacted soil. So indoors, you need to recreate that. Every detail counts. The ideal soil mix is loose, chunky, breathable, and moisture-retentive without ever being soggy. From years of working with aroids, here's my go-to blend for this plant. 40% orchid bark, coarse grade, 20% perlite, 20% cocoa coir or peat, 10% worm castings, slow-release nutrients, 10% horticultural charcoal, purifies roots. We've linked everything we use directly from our Lowe's Creator storefront, including orchid bark, perlite, and those terracotta planters with proper drainage holes. This is a slow grower you're likely repotting every 12 to 18 months, or when roots circle the pot base, water runs right through too fast, the plant starts leaning or looking thirsty too often. When repotting, go only 1 to 2 inches up in size. Too big, and the soil stays wet too long, inviting fungus, gnats, and root rot. In nature, spiritus-sancti scales trees toward filtered canopy light. If you don't give it something to climb, it won't just flop, it'll stall. Growth slows, internodes stretch awkwardly, and those long pendant leaves start to shrink. Use a moss pole or cocoa pole and insert it firmly into the pot before planting. We tie ours gently using Velcro ties or jute twine, and we keep the pole moist. Why? Because aerial roots will seek that moisture, and that's when growth kicks in. It's not just about feeding. It's about timing, rhythm, and restraint. This plant doesn't grow year-round like a pot hose. It surges in spring and summer, then rests during colder months, so feed only during active growth, usually March through October. Start light, and never feed a dry plant. If you prefer organic, worm castings and liquid kelp are solid, slow-release options that we've linked our roots and roast-approved fertilizers in the Lowe's Creator storefront below, formulas we trust for rare aroids like this. Philodendron spiritus-sancti can fall victim to all the usual suspects. Spider mites. You'll notice speckled leaves and thin webs. Mealybugs. Those white cottony clumps in leaf joints. Scale insects, brown, immobile bumps stuck to stems and undersides. And if your humidity and soil stay out of balance, fungus gnats are next. Prevention is the real flex. Here's what we use and recommend. Neem oil wipe downs every 10 to 14 days. Insecticidal soap for active outbreaks. Yellow sticky traps for early fungus gnat control. Soil drainage and dryback. Always your first defense. These are all linked below from our Lowe's storefront. We keep them on deck in the roots and roast grow space. The real secret? Stay consistent. Check under leaves weekly. Keep air moving. You've made it this far, so let's go deeper. This is Roots and Roast Pro Tips, what we've learned from years of growing rare aroids in real conditions. Want your Spiritus Sancti to do more than just survive? Here's how to make it flourish. Pro Tip 1. Rhythm over routine. Don't water or feed based on the calendar. Respond to conditions. Observe. Growth shows up when light, warmth, humidity, and hydration all move in sync. It's not routine, it's rhythm. Pro Tip 2. Grow what it feels, not what you see. Every leaf is history. But the next one depends on what the roots feel today. Keep the root zone healthy. Airy mix, no soggy pockets, stable moisture, and the foliage will follow. You've just learned how to care for one of the rarest houseplants on Earth. But remember, it's not just about what you know. It's about what you notice, how you show up, and how you grow alongside it. This is Roots and Roasts, where rare plants are understood, where care is a craft, and where your growth matters as much as theirs. We'll see you in the next one.